What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Astral K. Now, obviously, started doing these videos, man, and I love these videos, man. Just coming here, explaining my kind of experiences in life, and this one's gonna be a bit of a mad one. If you don't really know the concept of astral projection, you're gonna think like, what's going on? How has he done that? But yeah, everything that I say is the truth, is my experiences, what I've gone through, you know. And just before I start this video, just, you know, it's a bit chilly today, but in nature, you know what I mean? So astral projection. Now, if you haven't heard of the phrase astral projection, it basically means when your astral body / your soul, your non-physical body, like I just said, the astral, leaves your physical body. Now, believe it or not, you don't own one body, you own two. You have your physical body and you have your astral body, aka your soul. Like I said, I don't know, astral just means the non-physical part, which is basically your soul. So you have two bodies. Now, what happens when you die? Your soul, astral body, leaves the physical. But astral projection is a thing which you can do when you're alive, so that the same thing will happen. When your soul will leave your physical body. And some people that have done this, you know, they've died. You know, people with near-death experiences they go through this. I actually know someone that had a near-death experience and his soul left his body and he started seeing, like, I think he's saying his ancestors, or he was seeing faces that he recognizes. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never astral projected before, but I have nearly astral projected once. And if you heard of astral projection before, you've heard of the vibration phase. It's basically the phase when your body starts to vibrate, and from you kind of go through that stage, your astral body will literally just leave your physical body. But the thing that was stopping me was fear. Now, you have to understand, is astral projection, is it a safe thing to do? Is it a thing that sets you to do it? Now, I'm not going to say whether you should or should not do it, but I will say this, is nothing to be scared of. You see, what you have to understand is that when you astral project, you have to be in a state of where you're not scared, because that will stop you. And you may go online and you see videos of people saying, don't astral project, you can never return back to your body. You can see demons, or another body, or another another soul can get put into your body. Now, I can't say whether those are wrong. You know, I haven't experienced it, but what I can say is that if you listen to those videos and you're in a state of fear and you're trying to astral project, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, okay? It's not going to work. Astral projection, you have to have a very strong mind, okay? You have to have a very strong mind, and you just have to not be in a state of fear, because like I said, it's nothing to be scared of. It's natural. We are all souls just in a physical body. When you learn how to astral project, you can connect with your ancestors. Sorry, hi. Have me some popcorn. You know, you get them kernels in your teeth, long in it. But when you astral project, you can literally just be floating in one place and be in another place. Just think of it. You astral project and you're like, I want to go see the pyramids in Egypt. Yeah, you can go there like that and come back. So now I'm still in the phase of trying to astral project, but I'm basically just going to tell you my story of when I nearly did it. Was nearly there, but fear will preserve the order of things. So this was a night, it was before work, all right? Now, I start my I start work at 11 p.m. I work night shifts, and so normally around 6:30, I kind of get to bed, try to get some sleep before work. So it was around 6:30, couldn't get to sleep, and I think about an hour's gone, and I was kind of laying down, and I was kind of in this stage of where I felt kind of tired. I felt kind of tired, but I couldn't get to sleep. Now, I was laying down, right, and it's like maybe I felt like I did eventually fall asleep. I think I eventually did fall asleep eventually. So it's around 6:30. It took me about an hour to kind of fall to sleep, and I think I did fall asleep for a bit. Now, I've woken up and I'm in a state of sleep paralysis. All right, I'm in a state of sleep paralysis. Now let me rephrase that. It's not that I've woken up with my eyes. I've just opened my eyes. Nah, my eyes were still closed, but my consciousness was awake. I remember when I knew my eyes were closed. I saw this white light, and all I can remember seeing these black lines is like, I saw like these black lines and I saw this white light, and I knew my eyes were closed. In my mind, I'm thinking, am I tripping? Like, wow, this is really happening. I was like, flipping hell. And then I was in sleep paralysis. Now, if you don't, well, you should know what sleep paralysis is. It's basically when your body is asleep, but your consciousness is still awake. So you can't move. People that have had sleep paralysis a lot. Now, some people don't understand is that when you're in a state of sleep paralysis, it is because you are trapped within the 3D, third dimension, and the fourth dimension. Now, if you've had sleep paralysis, that's what's happening to you. It's like your physical body is asleep, but your consciousness is awake. So if you've had sleep paralysis, you could probably see spirits or see things that you wouldn't normally see, because you're still you're still in the fourth dimension. All right. Now, when I had sleep paralysis, my eyes were closed, and like I said, I remember seeing these black lines, and I remember seeing all these lines in this white light, and I was thinking, what am I seeing? But when I was in this sleep paralysis state, I couldn't move. I couldn't move. Yep. I couldn't move. Yeah. I couldn't move. Now, what I'm about to tell you now, I can't make this shit up. Okay? Now, I was in a state of sleep paralysis. I couldn't move. Okay? Now, I remember what I'd done is, because I was like, I couldn't move. I remember, so I was laying down on my right. I was laying down kind of on my back, and my head was like to the side. So I remember I moved my arm. It's like I moved my arm. All right. It's like I was in this state. My eyes were closed. I can like see this white light, and I moved my arm. All right. I moved it. Now I could feel that my arm was moving. I think I was trying to grab my phone to see what the time was. I remember I moved my arm, and it's like, what happened was, it's like, I was like I moved my arm, and even like I was like, moving my chest, and all of a sudden, I kind of knew I was about to astral project. I knew it was about to happen, and I don't know if I mentioned it before, but my whole body's kind of started to vibrate like intensively. But I kind of had this fear of, oh my gosh, I've got to go into work. What happens if I astral project? I can't get into my body, and I won't be on time for work. I started thinking about all types of shit, and I kind of got scared. But let me tell you something. What happened? Yeah, I remember I moved my arm. All right, and it's like, at this point I was still in the kind of vibration kind of mode, but I remember I slightly kind of opened my eyes, and at this point, I've moved my arm all the way to like my other arm, trying to get my phone. I kind of opened my eyes a bit, and when I looked, bruv, I can't make this shit up. When I looked down, my arm, my physical arm was still there. Okay, so it's like So now when I was in this deep state, you could see all the white lines and stuff like that. I could literally feel the movement of my arm. It felt like I was moving my arm. I was, feeling my fingers. But the minute I kind of slightly opened my eyes, my arm, all right, my fingers were still at the side of my bed. My whole arm was still at the side of the bed. Now, obviously, I kind of knew that I was nearly about to astral project, because my astral body has kind of always popped out. Because the minute, it's like I say, guys, yeah, okay, think of it like this. Imagine if you can feel the movement of your arm, all right, moving all the way, any direction, but when you look down, your arm is still on the bed, okay? Your arm is still on the bed, but you can feel the movement in your arm, like moving around. So it's like you feel your arms moving around, but you look down and your arm, is still on the bed. Now, the way I've explained it may not make sense, but this is where we go back to the two bodies. We have an astral body, okay? My astral body was moving. When I meditate, sometimes I'm moving around and I'm not physically moving my body. It's my soul, it's my astral body, all right? Now, in that experience, when my arm was on the other side, I felt like it was, on the other side. I could literally feel it. Hence why when I still saw my arm when I still saw my physical arm, my physical body just lay down, I was like, yeah, because the whole point of astral projection is that you're trying to let your physical body sleep while your consciousness is still awake. Because when your physical body is asleep, your consciousness is still awake, that's when you can start moving around astral projection. So now I remember, so like I said, so I slightly opened my eyes and I thought my arm was on the other side. I looked down and my physical arm is still there on the bed, and that scared the shit out of me as well. Literally, the minute I done that, it's like the feeling, it's like my astral body just literally just got sucked right into my physical body. And I think after that, I was in this very euphoric stage. I was just like feeling like this kind of feeling like imagine your whole body's vibrating and it just stops. Yeah, it's just like this feeling. But yeah, and after that, never had a experience like that. I do tend to fully astral project, surfing around the world, maybe even connect to my ancestors, because well, a lot of people, and the thing about being spiritual is that you're going to experience a lot of things and not everyone's going to understand, because not everyone is not on your path. You see, I couldn't have a conversation, I couldn't have a conversation about this stuff with people. They're going to think, what? So that's why I put my message out to you guys in terms of what I'm going through. Now, like I said, astral projection, once you learn how to master it, I haven't fully mastered it, still doing my, meditation, stuff like that. But that was just basically a story, just in terms of when I nearly astral projected. It's a very intense feeling, and I advise you to do your research on it if you're looking into it, because you have to understand this stuff takes time. It takes some people even years, and it's not a thing where you can just meditate and all of a sudden. It takes, you really have to make sure that your mind is good. You have full control of your mind, and then it was a mad experience. I won't lie to you. So yeah, but astral projecting, some serious stuff, man. Now I'm gonna be still dropping a lot of videos. I think the next video that I'm gonna do is semen retention. Semen retention, boy, I see a lot of you young lads out there. Seed retention, 80 days, 90 days. Oh my God, I made it 2-3 years. Bro, you have no idea what you're getting into with seed retention, But that's going to be the next video. I'm going to go dumb on that because, yeah, seed retention. If you're on semen retention, tune into this channel, because the minute I drop that video, that's all you're going to need. But I won't speak too much of it now. But So yeah, like I said, hope you're having a good day. All right, it's your boy Astral K, you know, Astral Projection AP, and yeah, see you guys in a bit.